Thank you. Thank you, Mrinalini, as usual, for a wonderful meditation. And let us go back to our book, Celestine Prophecy. We have learned the two insights. The first one is about the coincidences, and second one is about observing those coincidences, right? How, because this is happening with the intention, with some purpose, that kind of thing. And now we'll go here. Last week we stopped where our hero James and Debson reached to Lima, and they went because they exchanged their hotel addresses and they went into the different hotel. But when James went into their hotel, he found some of the something unusual, some shouting and all. Then he jumped back into his taxi and asked him to go to the Debson's hotel. And when he went to the Debson hotel and when he's trying to go into the lobby, and Debson came and he said, "For God's sake, run!" And he started running and he asked him to run. Okay, so that's it. So he left his luggage, he left everything, and he just started running. There's a fence was there, and he pushed himself with all his energy, and he jumped to the other side, and he started running. And there is some sounds of the legs, the pair of legs are coming up, but he didn't dare to look at it. And Debson is also running desperately, and the James is also running desperately. They don't know whether they are running in the same direction or not, but whichever the way they found it, so they started, because there are gunshots were fired, and they are hearing those gunshots. So hearing that, they were just got panic. So blindly they started running over the stack of cardboard, this trash, everything. So all the things they just hurriedly run away. And then while they're just going, there is a whispering sound. Please wait a minute. Please wait a minute. So that kind of sound he started hearing, right? So what happened? Because he doesn't know whether he has to wait or not, but that was a whispering sound. Well, somehow he just looked back and he said, I'm trying to help you. Please wait. Then he asked, "Who are you?" "I'm a Wilson James." So the other person is, "I'm a Wilson James. Yeah. And I will explain you the later. But right now we need to get into the safer street. Right now we need to get out of the streets and we have to be in the safer streets." So somehow in this panic situation, he feel that person is helping him. So he went and he just pulled him into the one musty room, and he just closed all the curtains, and he asked, Are you came here to manuscript? Do you know anything about the manuscript? Do you know anything about the manuscript?" The person was shining. What do you know that? How do you know that you are? Because I am coming from this. Yeah, you through your accent I can see, and you're an American. And sorry, you came from America, but I found that you guys must have come for the manuscript. That's why these people are chasing you. So this guy, whoever is that, came, right, Wilson James, he is like a 60 years old person. He is not an young person, although he looks an young. His accent sounds like he's also an American, but so he said, like, "Okay, you can call me." He also asked, like, is Debson also came for a manuscript? Yeah, okay, we came for, does the government knows? Yeah, Debson informed the Peruvian government that he's coming for this manuscript. Okay, that's the reason, because already they know, the Peruvian government, that they're coming for the manuscript. So as soon as they come, the attack was started, because they don't want to this manuscript to be out at the manuscript. So he said, "Okay, I'll help you. Don't worry. I'll help you. I think then I will move you to the safer place. So you call me Will," he said, because he's then he said, "I will go back to my country. I'll go back to America. So can you just push me into the airport?" He said, No. It is not the safe to go to the airport now. You need to have somewhere, because they already recognized and they are chasing, and there is a gunfire over there. So it's not a safe place for you to go. So let us leave out of this town. I know some of the friends who are living out of the land. They will hide you. So whenever it's the right time, they will take you to the airport so that you can reach your country safe. So that's what he said, and he opened his room. and he checked all the street, and then there is a once they feel that there's nobody, then he pulled him out of that into his jeep. Okay, then he started, okay, let's go. So they started going out of it. When he observed the jeep, there is a neatly packed food stuff is there. There is a tents are there. All the things are there. So it's a kind of extended trip wherever you go. Entire thing was packed up in that particular jeep. So he's just thinking. He leaned. He went. He as usual. He went into the passenger seat, and stomach was knotted with the fear. There is a lot of fear, right? So he yeah, you can whoever is actually reading some other books, right? Why, when the fear is there, why stomach was knotted with the fear? Can anyone tell? Why stomach was knotting when the fear is there? Anyone from the other sessions that are my book club? I'm just checking.
It's what is that, sympathetic nerve, or one of them activated when you are in fear, fight or flight.
No,
so
all
nothing.
the things, right? Any feelings, that fear feelings or pain feelings will come from adrenals. That's where it starts.
Adrenal, yeah.
So which is in the stomach, right? Kidneys and adrenals are the one that it is starting that fear, those feelings, right? So because of even other feelings also. So that's where it starts. But here fear you can see more. That's why the fear was started. If you remember the Saroja madam session of in our thing, she started whenever you are saying that you are in pain, which part is paining, where it is starting. If you start observing, that awareness will come. So he just mentioned, like, because if you, while you are reading this book, right, every point will try to teach you something. So that's how the book was written. Okay. So he's thinking like, okay, the fear of, okay, what if I ended up in Peruvian jail? What if they killed in the outright in the jail? What will happen? So he started thinking so much, like any other thing, right? I had no clothes. I did have some money because his wallet is with him, so he had some money and credit card, but he don't have any clothes because his bag was left in the taxi and he started running, right? So there's nothing was there. So he just trusted this will, whoever is there. He trusted will, and he started. Okay. Then he asked, like, who was that? He asked, oh, who was that Dobson again, right? So he asked, oh, I met him in the plane, and he is an historian. He came to investigate the manuscript. Okay. Then he asked, like, all the things, and then he asked, did Dobson died? I don't know. He said, I don't know, because you don't have any idea, right? Then he asked, do you know the manuscript? That guy Will asked James. So then asked, yes, I know first two insights. Okay, I don't know that there are the copies of this insight in US also. Where did you get from them? Then he started talking about the Jose. Who is the Jose? Do you remember? Jose is the priest that Charlene met Jose. That's how she got into the first insight, right? So so he met the Jose. Then in the plane, the second insight was taught by Debson. Okay. So as a friend told, because my friend Charlene met him, and he's the thing that's what. So he's a church. So certain people in the government are, and in the church they are not actually liking it. That's what he said. Perhaps the church is secretly against the manuscripts. That's what he's saying. So there are the few priests who understand this document and advocate well, but they open, but they don't want to do it openly. But that one priest, whoever is Jose, right? So he wanted to tell everyone, but unfortunately he was murdered, because he's trying to tell this second insights for everyone, right? He said he was murdered. Where he was murdered? He was murdered in somewhere outside the fields, and we don't know who murdered it. That's what he's saying it, right? Okay. So then this guy don't want to talk much, because he said, okay, let's be calm and observe the thing. The man is very powerful and sick. he's saying like there are some of the people who are powerful and secretly supporting the manuscript. I will take you there because there you will be the safe. Because anyway, he's also supporting the manuscript and he is powerful and you will be the safe. So I'll take you there. So do not worry. So just calm and sit. He wanted to turn and ask the questions, but he said, I'm just focusing on my driving. Okay. So then he opened his the side door and he's also focusing on the outside and he's seeing the thing, right? So there, somehow they reached to that particular, they reached the particular thing where they, so no, they didn't reach the particular thing. They are going for, because this Joe, so how many insights he was found? He said 8 insights he found, and 8 insights that priest has found, and this 8 insights, even this will also know all the eight insights. He wanted to go to find out that 9th insight. So he's explaining, I wanted to go and find out that 9th, somehow I'm no way getting an anger. I'm already in my 60s. I'm no way getting an anger. I need to find out this. So the somehow I know that I need to travel to the north or east, whatever. I didn't remember exactly the direction. So I know that this direction I need to start. So that is that's what I got it. So I'm trying to go there. But from the morning, somehow I'm feeling that I'm missing something. There is something that I'm missing here. That is why I'm just waiting not to start. The while I'm waiting, I just found you, that you are running over. So once I found you, I feel that I am complete. So just to help you, I was here, just to help you and take it out. Right? So that's how take it out of the danger. I was here. So that's the reason. So I'm here. So so this is all coincidences. That's what he is saying. Oh, 8 insights. Then tell me, explain me, because he's the one he wanted to, right? Then he said it won't work that way. It will not work that way. Any knowledge of our spiritual also, we may read 100 books, we may find out so much knowledge. But the thing is, until you experienced, until you practiced by yourself, there is no use. Similarly, here is also saying, you will not find out. It won't work that way. You need to discover these insights. Then he's asked, how? How can I discover? Then he said, how do you discover the first 2 insights? With some coincidences you found out, right? Similar way, you will be finding out, you will be knowing about the other insights also if you are really keen onto that. You might have information about that. Suppose if I give you, you might have that information about all the things. Suppose if I see, I have so many books here and here. I have so much books of knowledge, but unless I read, I don't know, that won't go into my mind. Until and unless I practice in my life, that will not be experienced. Okay, so because of that, you need to know and you need to see that 9th insight. So why are you going after 9th insight? Then he said, okay, I'm nowhere getting an anger. So I precisely want to know where I should go. So that's why I'm just going there this way. Okay, then you think I'm supposed to go with you? He asked. What do you think? He didn't answer. What do you think? I don't know. I don't know whether I wanted to go with you or no, because first Shalan came into the life, then Debson came into the life, then Will came into the life. I am not sure why I came to this Peru at all. Why while this mild curiosity is still there hiding with me, why without packing and going back to the US, why I am actually found in the state of excitement when I met you. I don't know what should I do. I considered all my options. I realized that in reality, I have no choice. Okay. The second insight has occupied any possibility of going back to my preoccupation. That's what, right? Everybody was preoccupied as per the second insight. So I was going there. So let me go forward. So he said, no, don't worry. You spend a night here, night, and then you can decide tomorrow what you want to do. Then he said, no, I already decided I will go. I already decided that I want to go with you. So with that, the second insight was closed. And the third one, which is very, very important one, is the energy field was started. Okay. This is where he is talking about all the energy fields. Even though the book I read like 3-4 years back, maybe I tried to do some of the experiments here in itself in the Houston. Because of that, I did all these experiments. when I was in Peru. But I missed some of the points, right? Because I was able to see that kind of energy levels in the morning when I go to the go to mountains and Machu Picchu and all. But again, when I tried in the afternoon, I'm not able to see that kind of brightness there. He mentioned here in this book the energy fields you can see in the either in sunrise or sunset. Okay, how we can see that? Let's go. So he went to this virtual silence, and they drove, and they went to the Andes. They call it as an Andes, all those things, right? So that Andean culture, the culture over there is an Andean culture. If you see that, if any one of you, if you see my pictures on Facebook or anything, there is some circles kind of thing, right? You must have seen. Those are the things that they are actually, because in that way they were one kind crop. Again, the next step is some other kind of crop like that. Now, because it was not used for the cropping, and also they just maintaining, the government is being maintaining like that, so that the tourists can come and visit. But those are the structures is for the crop that they are using in a different crop. Okay, even in this book they mentioned like they are actually using this the peaks, the mountain peaks. They are just doing like this, the mountain foothills, right? They are leveling it up and they are using it. So they went to the lodge called Vincente Lodge there. It's an old 9th century estate that was formerly belonged to the Spanish Catholic Church, and now it is owned by one of the friend of the will. Okay, they went there. They went silently. An hour later, they went into the Vincente, and then Will is brushing, trying to get his what do you say, inquiry, but he said not to talk. Then the moment he saw outside the thing, he saw the beauty of the Vincente, right? He started appreciating that beauty, that greenery, that mountains, that Andes, all the things, right? They started the oak trees, the corn trees, the giant oak trees, the standing like a huge trees, all the things. He started appreciating it. After a mile road, right? So they went and they saw that it could be, the lodge could be around the 50 rooms lodge, with the more gigantic oak trees, and contained the so many plants over there. So they got out of the vehicle, and Will said like, okay, I'm leaving here, so you go and watch over there. He said, no, not much interested kind of thing. No, you go and watch over there. We will meet only in the evening, because around the afternoon he is just leaving his kid. You spend and looking around. You are in a safe place. Don't worry about it. I'm not kidding. So you are in the same place. You just go and be sure that you go and check out the research gardens. That's what he mentioned. I'll see you in the dinner time. Saying that, he left. So Will left, because for Will it is a known place only, right? So he left to meet the other people, and he left our guy. Just go on our hero to go and do it. So Will obviously he left, because he understood that Will is leaving him alone for purposefully. He need to explore that place by himself. Okay, so he started looking at the beauty. It was so nice. Then was someone, oh, it's so lovely, isn't it? Somebody asked. So he just went and saw there is some lady. Okay, yes, certainly. It is. So then she asked that lady, who do you know where the research gardens are? Then he said, I'm going that way. Come with me. I'll show you. So then she introduced, she is a Sarah Lerner. So that lady name is a Sarah Lerner, and she was she was sandy haired, and because Sandy Head is a sense and blue-eyed and good, because he's describing how the girl looks like, right? We walked for they walked for a silence for a while, and then for now I can 20 years ago this estate is become so popular. Some international scientists used to come and hang out here. So many organizations, scientific meetings are held here. So many biologists and physicists are mainly come here. So for all these things has happened. Then for a few years ago, then she started hesitating, because she told, and few years ago something happened. He stopped. So do you heard about the manuscript? She also asked. Okay, yeah, is the manuscript discovered in Peru? Yes. Then he said, I know the first two insights. then he wanted to tell how fascinated he was wondering, but she told it looked like I thought it may be that may be the case. I thought that my manuscript. Maybe you came here to pick up some energy, right? That's what she's asking. What energy? He asked, because he doesn't know anything about those terminology, right? What energy? So, like before meditation, if somebody said, "Oh, sit in the meditation, you can get the energy from the space," then you and me also will feeling the same, right? So he asked, "What energy?" Then she asked, "Do you know anything about the third insight?" He said, "Nothing. I don't know anything." So he describes it describes a new way of the physical world. Our physical world, it is describing a new way. It is perceiving everything is invisible type of energy. Everything, whether it is a visible or invisible, everything is a energy. Everything is an energy form only. These are gatherings. These scientists are interested to study that kind of energy field and that kind of phenomena. Scientists think energy is real. So does scientists also agree? That's what he's asking. Then she said, not all. Only few scientists is accepting. Other scientists are not. So then you must be a scientist. He asked him. Sarah said, no, I'm a physicist. I teach physics in the College of Maine. Okay, no, so so does scientists agree with you? Then she was silent. You have to understand that history of science. What is the history of science? Anything science, if you say, right, from here, prove this. A derives B, B derives C, then A derives C, kind of thing, right? So some kind of proof should be there. Some kind of visibility should be there. A glancing. I wanted to go into the glancing proof. Then only we say science. The invisible things and the perception things, scientists won't agree. Think about for a moment. Before she explaining the third insight, she's explaining about the second insight. Think for a moment. For the fall of the medieval worldview, the West suddenly became aware that we live totally unknown universe. So the West think that, oh, we don't know about this universe. So then they started digging about this universe. Okay, what is this universe? Scientists started at some skepticism. With each demand solid evidence and nuance certain how the world works. So they grabbed all these evidences and they could not prove systematically everything. Any idea that was proved or cannot be proved systematically, that was rejected by science. That's a proof. That's how it's happening. Everything, science needed anything, the proof, right? So God only knows, she continued. This attitude served well with many obvious phenomena in nature, but with objects such as rocks, bodies, trees, objects, everyone can pursue, no matter how skeptical they are. What she's saying is, so this is how everything worked for the scientific way. But we quickly went out every part of the physical world and attempting to discover universe operated, we discovered how they operated. First, the Earth is moving, then the Sun is moving around. The Earth is only the smallest planet among the so much. So all these discoveries were happened, right? So to create an understanding about the universe, the world seems to be safely manageable. Skeptical attitude, with the skeptical attitude, all this existing was created by the people, by the scientists. So then they followed and they went into the dense tree. There was so much dentistry. With this attitude, she went on. Since systematically removed uncertain and esoteric from the world, we concluded that Isaac Newton, what the Newton said, universe is always operated in a predictable manner. That's what, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. For everything, it is acting in a predictable manner. Okay, like an enormous machine, because a long time that it could be proved to be. So that's, he said everything is some certain way it is happening. That's a Newton theory. Events which happen simultaneously to other events, yet no causal relationships, were said to occur only by chance. Some of the things happen only by chance. It's not the thing. But then there are two investigations came into the picture. After the Einstein, right? Two investigations came into the picture to chase the mystery of the universe. What are those things? Much has been written, like, so there's much revolution has happened into the physics. And there are two things. One side is the Einstein theory, one side is the quantum mechanics. The two theories came into the picture. The whole Einstein's life work. What is that Einstein's theory? Anybody tell? Anyone? I'm just seeing the audience. Any physics people?
Einstein, right?
Einstein, yeah.
Gravity, right?
Yeah, Einstein's gravity, other than that.
Yeah, I forgot.
Matter equal to MC squared, the matter, right?
Yes. Yeah, equals MC
Matter,
squared.
yeah.
Matter.
See, there
We
is no
perceive.
destruction. There is no
Yeah.
destruction. It changes
There's no
form.
destruction. Yes, there's no destruction. We perceive it as a
Energy.
hard matter. Ourselves, he perceived as a hard matter. This empty space is also the matter. This is also the energy is running through it. So he said everything is an energy. Again, in that, because we are the hard matter, the energy is densely it's running. Here also, the energy is running within us. Okay. And the quantum physics, what this says, the patterns of energy at smaller levels, startling the results can be seen. Experiments have revealed that when you break apart small aspects of this energy, we all the elementary particles. When you are breaking apart, we are all the energy particles. So this is the Einstein's and the quantum physics are saying. So this fact, this is the basis for our energy field that he is talking about, right? Two places at the same moment, forward, backward, so some kind of thing. Everything is an energy. So she stopped and she's saying again, in other words, basic stuff of the universe at its core is looking at it's a pure energy. That's the final point, is basic stuff of the universe to its core. If you look at it, it is a pure energy. Okay, with the human intention, expectation in the way it defines our old mechanical model of universe through our expectations into the cause of our energy flow into the world that affect our energy system. See, our energy is going into this world and affecting the systems, energy systems. That is what he is saying. If anyone is following the thinking and destiny, he will also say that we are the light. We are the light. With Patrisa says we are the God. Percival says that we are the light. We are giving that light to the to everyone. To the everyone in this, not the other people. To everyone, to any other thing. So that energy we are giving to the nature, and the nature is also going. So everywhere the same concept in a different terminology, right? Because their own terminology, they are saying that. Unfortunately, scientists won't take this idea seriously, but they are very skeptical about it. But it is the truth. So then somebody called, hey Sarah, we are here. Somebody is calling her from the back. Then he said, oh, those are the people, I need to talk to them for a few minutes. Then she pulled some folder into that. Okay, hey guy, here is the third insight. You just find out some place and sit coolly and read this third insight. So he was like awestruck, because if you remember what Will said, I'll not give you the insights. Even if I tell it will be just the knowledge, and you'll not be able to experience. Like you found out the first, second insight, you need to find out the third insight. Here, he just came to find out the research gardens, and Sarah gave the third insight and go and look and study. So then he was he found out the places. He just went and searching the place, and he found out a very beautiful spot with the oak trees and all, right? So he went and sat and he started reading that book. These plants were he started appreciating that beauty, right? Those flowers, all, because nature. Those whoever is a very sensible, right? They will appreciate definitely the nature. So he started appreciating that nature, and he started reading that translation. The third insight brings a transformed understanding of this physical universe. Transformed understanding. Its words clearly echoed the Sarah summary. Whatever the Sarah is saying, all the words in third insight is echoed. Sometimes near to the end of second millennium, that's where we are here now, right? It's already done. It predicted humans would discover this kind of energy and formed the basis of radiated outward from all the things, including ourselves. Do you remember? Do you agree? The Patrisar is also used to tell Now people, more and more people will meditate, more and more people will get to know this kind of cosmic energy, how to draw all those things. You yourself, we ourselves could have seen when we are the kids, we don't know many people, but now we are able to see so many people are meditators. Different kinds of meditations came into the thing. Each one is whatever the meditation that they are following, actually they are doing that meditation kind of thing, right? So including themselves, because including ourselves, we are the energy field. We are radiating. We can radiate the energy. That's what the third insight is saying. So he is actually pondering on that idea, right? It fascinates him so much. Manuscript said the human perception of this energy begins with a heightened sensitivity in beauty. That's what we never express. Heightened sensitivity with the beauty. Whenever you started appreciating the beauty, heightened sensitivity, then this energy level, you start feeling it. Okay, it is not that if you are saying that a person is so beautiful physically, or the place is so beautiful physically, what you see, what you observe is whether it's a place, person, or the or whatever the thing that you are just saying that it's a beauty or beautiful. All has, the things may be different, but all has the same kind of features. What do you think that the same kind of features? They are, that person at that place is standing out, rest of it. It has a beauty of its own. What is the parameter to say, right? What is the parameter that you say that's an energy, right? The beauty, the perceive the beautiful may be different, but all it's a sharpness, the object sharpness, the person sharpness, the shape or the vividness of the color, isn't it? So all these things stand out. It shines. Somehow it shines. You may see one dark colored girl. You feel so beautiful. Why? Because her features are so sharp, and the way when she's talking may be very very nice and very attractive. So all these things. So it is not the characteristics, but the way that you are looking for the beauty is, it's a sharpness, it's vividness, even the place also, right? So look at that spot. So if you say, look at that spot, she continued. So she came and she continued. Look at that spot. That space is so beautiful. The place, this place, so these colors and shapes are so magnified. So because of that, actually, you feel that this is so beautiful. Whenever you say you are perceiving something is beautiful, you see the energy field overing there. You see that energy field overing there. Because of that energy only, you will feel it's so beautiful. That's what she's trying to say. Perhaps we should always walk into the gardens. Okay, they started walking in the gardens, and again half mile further to the south. And I think he started feeling so much interesting about this manuscript. Then she said, oh, whatever, let's go and see, right? So they went, and she's saying, the Sarah is saying, I think we have to build this kind of gardens in the United States so that we can do more research, because Peruvian government is not accepting all the things, right? So maybe we have to go to the United States, and the local authorities may support the things, right? So similar. Meanwhile, somebody asked, somebody just talked, excuse me, and they turned over there, and she introduced some other people also, because there are some, so no. Excuse me, then somebody asked, like, where is that research garden? Somebody is asking. Then she asked, what do you have? What is the work that you have? Could you tell me what's your business there? Then they said, no, we came here to do the research. We came from the Washington State University. And then he said, so by just seeing them, she said they were skeptical fellows. They are not really came for the research. They don't know, they don't believe totally, but they just wanted to, curious people, right? So they just wanted to see how the findings are. Then she just directed to some other place. Then he asked, oh, did you direct them to the wrong place? No, there also some gardens are there, but there will be some more people like this who can just talk for this skeptical kind of people. So I sent them there. Okay, see here, so here what you can observe is, what you can notice is, by just looking at them, this lady Sarah could find out these are the skeptical people. They don't know, believe this energy. But by seeing this guy, even though she herself came and say, hi, is it beautiful? And she started explaining, because she could see some aura or some kind of energy with our hero of the book. And then she is able to give all the things to him. Okay. Can you direct us to the so she directed to the different, and they started, these people started going there. Woods have ended, they see some cultivated plots, as I told you, right, that kind of the circles kind of thing, these things are square. So each one was growing in a different kind, each plot they are growing in a different kinds of plot. So some banana to spinach, everything is available there. So all the things that they are available. So, so what she's also says, mentioning here, that energy, right? Because these people, when they are growing with so much care, when they are growing with so much care of these plants, that energy will be given. Those people's energy will be given to the plants. She also pointed out to the people, there are some of the students, did you see that energy field? Did you see that the energy is going from the students to that? Then she said, where? What? What kind of energy that's going? Just scoot down and then just look at it. He just saw, he couldn't believe his eyes itself. There is some sparkle of the light is going from that person, the set of students, to that plants or somehow. So if you actually taking care of the plants so well, that energy, you are giving that energy to those plants. That's what she's saying. So this is mostly coincide with the light that they are giving into those plants kind of thing, right? So then she introduced other people. She also introduced one woman, Marjorie. Marjorie seemed to be free because other people went. Okay, she also introduced other people, but they said, okay, they just got introduced and they said, we have some other work, we will meet you later. They went, but Marjorie is the one. Okay, she has some time kind of thing, right? So, so what exactly you are researching here? Marjorie asked him, what exactly that you are doing research? She said, it's hard to know. I had to start. I don't know. Then she asked, are you familiar with the manuscript? He said, the first, yes. I just began to read about the third insight. Then she said, okay, come on, I'll show you something. So she took them into this beans plot, where the plot is there, where the beans are there, right? So that's where I think I just gave you a head. There he showed that how the energy is being transferred from the plants, right? So with this, I don't know whether she joined or not today. She didn't join. After reading this 2-3 years back, right, when in the COVID, her plant was died. One of the person that we all studied together, her clementine or some plant, right? So it was so tasty in her home, that was died in that winter. So with this, she started keep on talking to that tree and go on nurturing that tree. Somehow she made that plant to grow back. That's she'll remember all the time. She used to come to this class usually, Surikala, but she didn't come today. So that's we experimented in those days. We all experimented when we had this book. That is the reason why so much went into it. I didn't notice the time. I'm sorry. I'll just stop here. Sorry, Mrinalini.
But even I had the experience I want to share.
Yeah, go ahead.
See what happened when I first started meditation. In first 6 months after I came into this pyramid meditation, when we came back from our daughter's place, we got a letter from our HOA saying that you need to replace one of the plants in the front of the yard. My husband said, he mentioned to me. Then I said, okay, let us see. Then I was seriously doing meditation. And I sat down, every day and then sending the energy to that plant. I asked my husband to just keep quiet for a few days. Let us see. So every day I started sending energy during my meditation to that plant. Eventually, we started seeing the shoots coming up slowly. Then I told my husband, let us take the picture and send it to HOA. And so eventually it started and it bloomed, and now it's still alive with so many. So that is how, And then we said, oh my God. So this is the energy. Yeah. So that's my personal experience.
So same thing. After reading this book, she applied this concept and she did it on her tree, and it worked. It worked well. And we all did so many experiments in those days, right? So that's why, because we practically experienced when we go to Peru. I remember all these things. I may not remember exactly whether you go west or south, that kind of things, but I remember what exactly happening in this thing, right? In the energy fields, what is happening, because they see that the energy like this. So if you are putting the fingers like this in the tree, and if you are putting that, you can see that energy. So when I go there Peru, I started doing it, and I showed couple of friends that are with me. See that energy, right? That bright light kind of thing. That's what I again tried in the afternoon, but I couldn't see anything. But he is saying that energy field you can see only in the either sunrise or sunset.
Yeah, the early morning.
Fortunately, we booked the sunrise. We booked the sunrise spot for the Machu Picchu. So we want to be there at the sunrise, right? So that's how we went early. By the time when we go, there's nothing, because the Machu Picchu, that mountain we couldn't see because it was totally with the clouds. We couldn't see sun also, but we experimented all these things while we are walking up. That's how the experience was like. When you study about something, when you go to that place and experience, it's really a kind of awesome feeling, right? Whenever he's saying that the plot of the plants, I could imagine, because I have seen how they have done, and when the guide explains also, I'm able to grasp it. Now also when I'm reading, oh, this is the one, this could be the thing. In my mind, everything was happening. Maybe after this book, everyone wants to go. You all.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, we'll continue.
Yeah,
There are so
definitely.
much.
I want to go.
We will conduct one more trip, and whether I come or not, I will have a trip.